All right, so here we go. Let's do this shit. All right, so it's a hang.
What
I
do
got
they
some
care
topics.
if it was bad? They're leaving. They're done. Like no one's gonna care. Sorry. Like the day that Joe Rogan stops, no one's gonna care. Guys, everyone will be upset for a moment, and then they're just gonna move on with their life.
Then someone else will come out.
Everyone moves on.
Like, even Howard Stern, bro. Even when Howard Stern retires, people be like, "Oh man," and then they got whatever.
He should retire now.
I think it's gonna be this year.
Yeah,
I stopped listening.
It should have been a long time ago.
I stopped listening
for a while.
Once Artie left the show, it should have been.
Oh
done.
yeah.
No, but I was listening until about a year ago, and I was like, okay, I'm done. Like it was just like it just got kind of too repetitive, and they were relying too much on dick jokes, and I was just like, maybe I'm just aged out, you know, like
it's probably. I mean, dude, when I lived with, I remember him buying the uncensored version of the show where you could see the titties.
Yeah,
had that.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was
like the two people I would think would have it.
It was
did
weird.
You know that there's like SNL is people when people go like when they get older, like, oh, it's no longer funny. Like SNL isn't for our age group; it's for 25 and 35-year-olds. So like,
there's still some funny stuff. Their fake commercials are still always funny.
Yeah.
The produced stuff is good. Yeah,
but like, whatchamacallit, it isn't supposed to be for older people. It's just like,
but it's made by an older person.
But the writers are not. The writers are all a lot younger than us. So.
Yeah, but you still watch those older episodes, and those things hold up.
I think the '90s ones are underrated.
Did you ever see the first episode? Did you ever see the first season, the first episode ever?
Yes, I have.
Funny.
I've seen it.
It's not funny at all.
It's not funny at all.
The '90s ones are great. The Norm Macdonald. I thought Dennis Miller was also underrated at doing the weekend update.
I think people.
Are we doing the show right now? Like, are we in the nostalgia test right now? Because this is great.
Welcome to the Nostalgia Test Podcast, the show where three longtime friends put pop culture's past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test.
90s SNL. Or even like when you go back and look, you're like, oh, when Adam Sandler was on, it was like a shit cast. And then you look at it and the whole cast is fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
This is the episode. Welcome everyone to the nostalgia. I'm going to put all that in the front and then just play the music.
You should.
Oh yeah.
Welcome
Did you ever
everyone.
see when they did sorry.
to this episode. It's it's another Audible. This is what happens in your podcast.
No, we're rolling back from an episode that had 6 people. Okay, so we're on fire here. Okay,
and it's a news / topics / whatever.
Imagine I was just like you guys are watching.
That looked like a bottle of vodka. I was like, Manny's really like, what the fuck?
I was like, Manny saw me whip out the glass of whiskey, and he's like, break out the bottle of vodka.
All right, let me get my water with ginger and lemon.
Water. It's water.
There you go. This is whiskey.
I don't take any shots anymore. I was saying the other day, I was like, the only thing I take shots of is apple cider vinegar with lemon and turmeric and cayenne pepper. I'm like, these are shots I do.
I don't do shots anymore. I just drink it on the rocks. This is the Eagle Rare. I wouldn't shoot this anyway. So.
Eagle Rare. Nice. Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, welcome. Today, this is what we're doing. I have some topics that I asked for on social media. I have some things that were supposed to be for a news episode, and we're just going to jump right in and talk about it. But and anything that anyone wants to bring up. But there's some stuff that like people left on the story on Instagram, and just to throw it out there, I mean, Quad Prod, I can never say their podcast name, Quad Pro Quo Pod. They have a question, and it was actually a really interesting one. They said y'all notoriously anti-reboot, but is there a reboot you actually enjoy?
Yeah, we are.
Or are looking forward to?
Fuck.
Damn.
Listen, I have like guilty pleasure ones that I don't hate. You guys are going to disagree with me on this, but I actually didn't hate the first Jurassic World because I thought it was kind of cool just to see the what if of the park opening. Like at the end of the day, it's not a good movie, right? But like I thought when they first did that, I'm like, all right, this is kind of cool to see like what would happen if the park actually opened, right? And they had Jurassic Park 3 was such a gigantic raging piece of shit that like that was a better movie than Jurassic Park 3.
I'll agree that was
concept.
a pretty
like it's interesting.
It was a decent movie. Like I'll agree. Like I don't
once before the crossbreeding the raptors and the deer, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. But like the concept, like, hey, the park is open, and what if shit went wrong when the park was open? Like, cool concept.
Yeah.
But like I also like the callback of the original T-Rex. I think there was a name, and like that came and saved their lives. Like it was almost
that was kind of cool.
It's like no way it would happen. Like it doesn't have the brain capacity of like empathy, but like you know,
empathy. The raptors that he can control. Yeah, but
I mean,
it's still
I agree with you, Bill. But like 100%, I think that one was fun.
But are we looking forward to any reboot?
Well, I would say this.
Remember, we've now changed our reboot like stance, and it's if the movie is bad, reboot it.
So I think there are two I'm actually looking forward to, and here's the two of them: The Running Man and Anaconda. Because Anaconda is the one with like Jack Black and Paul Rudd, where they're gonna because that movie sucked.
Yeah,
and it goes along with the rule that if the movie is garbage, then let's reboot. Yeah,
like that movie sucks. It wasn't like a classic bad movie that you would be like, no, you can't redo it. Like, just keep redoing it. Like you could have, they could have had like Anaconda 20 by now.
Yeah, who cares? It's a bullshit film.
Yeah, like they had Sharknado 5 or whatever. So like, why not?
So that I would like to see, and I like to see what they're gonna do with the Running Man with Glenn Powell.
They go more towards the text.
Do you think the people in Sharknado kind of like are happy that they're in Sharknado because it was so 100%. Bad that it's like, this is great.
You're like, you got your name in it. Ian Ziering's like not just from 90210 now. He's like, I was in fucking Sharknado, which is like one of the best B movies ever made, right?
Yeah, and I saw him here where I live in West Hollywood. He used to work out. He would work out at the Crunch on Sunset. So I would go to the gym in the morning sometimes and see Ian Ziering at the gym.
That's hilarious.
Dude, like, how do you all did like what?
Awesome.
I guess did they audition him or they were just talking and they were like, "Yo, let's just get Ian Ziering. He doesn't have a job right now."
They're probably like, "What would be hilarious?" And have this dude from 90210. They're like, "Yeah, let's get that idiot. He's probably doing nothing."
Well, it's him, Tara Reid.
Like, you just straight up were like, "Let's get that idiot."
I mean, it was but then it made so much money and people watched it that they're just like, let's just fucking keep going.
The girl from Apple American Pie was in it also, right?
Tara Reid,
right?
Tara Reid, yeah.
To use Manny's phrase, it became part of the zeitgeist.
Yes. That is my phrase.
But it did like that. God. I remember when it came out, people were like, bro, did you fucking see Sharknado?
I know, like, because that's the thing. Like, they played a great fine line of it being so bad, it was good. Like, you know.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, all right. So there you go. That's good. I mean, here we are. Yeah, that there's some reboot stuff, but
Scarface is also a reboot, and I like that film. So.
Oh God, I've been thinking about that movie lately, and I'm like, was it like that movie's just ridiculous?
I haven't watched it in probably a decade, so I don't know. Could be off.
Oh man. I mean, when was
Italian
the last time
Job was a reboot.
Yeah,
and that was good.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw Scarface?
Long time.
Gotta be probably a decade, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
great soundtrack.
Good? It's a great soundtrack. But
when's what movie did you guys last watch that you watch all the time that wasn't for this podcast? That like it wasn't just like, oh, we needed to do it. It was just like a movie that you constantly watch that is just like, oh, I'm bored. I've watched everything, even though we have endless amount of streaming.
Yeah.
I don't have cable, so I'm not flicking through channels anymore. So like I actually have to think about putting something on.
Fuck, everyone
that you like go through and you're like, oh yes.
Yeah, I have to look because I did watch something.
You're gonna hate me, but I say this all the time. Constantine. I love watching that movie. With Keanu Reeves. I fucking love that movie.
I think it's a good movie. I like that movie.
So this is this one. What was that? Someone's here. We got a doorbell?
Here. There's a couple people here.
Oh no.
Oh,
it's the fucking bear and Jeremy.
His birthday is here too.
The bear and the duck
are here. By the time
this
comes out, this guy's going to be 1 year older.
The bear and the duck. Well, by the time Mike gets here.
All the fucking
Jeremy.
Here.
Happy early birthday, Jeremy.
Yeah, happy. And there's Mike.
Meatball's here.
The whole zoo.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Dan set us up, Bill. Did you know this was happening?
I did not, dude. That's
good,
Dan. That's
Mike,
good.
can you hear it? Mike say something so we can hear you?
You hear me?
Hey, there
Yeah,
he
it's
is.
pretty
He
good.
said it.
Oh,
What's up,
nice
bro?
glasses. Look at the glasses on Mike.
Is those meta glasses?
What?
Are those?
What do you call me?
I said, are those meta glasses?
I think he called
Shut
you
up,
yeah.
pineapple.
Sure.
He was doing
What's up,
some
fuckers?
landscaping.
What are you doing?
How you doing, dude?
Mike's
I fucking
looking
haven't
at the
talked to you
screen like
forever.
you can't see us.
I can't. I'm trying to fix my.
He's like, hello.
Oh, you got your? Do you have the AirPods in? Or those are a pain in the ass, bro.
No, I don't.
No, he
No.
doesn't.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
Jeremy
So
does.
welcome,
Jeremy,
Jeremy.
what's up?
What's up, man, dog?
What's
It's
going
been a
on?
while. Well, Jeremy was on the last Metallica episode, which we got a lot of hate for. So,
Must have been
Hate,
doing
hate,
something
hate.
right.
and Mike hasn't been on since Iron Eagle.
Ooh.
Classic.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Mike has a drop from that. He's only been on one time and he's had the drop. The spaghetti and meatballs drop is hilarious.
Spaghetti and meatballs.
But yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
we were just talking about reboots, and if there's any reboots that you are looking forward to, or any movies that you said, Manny, that like you just watch over and over again, just because we do this podcast, we watch all these movies, but if there's a movie you just love to watch over and over.
I was about to say before I was interrupted by the doorbell. Was I watched this? I watched Invincible with Mark Wahlberg. It's about the guy who plays in the Philadelphia. Like he tries out for the Eagles. I don't know why, but I watched that movie a lot. Like it's a good movie.
I've
That's
never
really
seen
random, Manny. Very random.
Very fucking random. But like anytime I'm bored and I'm like whatever, I'll just be like, oh, you know what? This is a movie. Like it's about
Why
Apollo.
did Jeremy's picture go into portrait mode? What happened?
Mike, we don't have to talk about that. You have to be talking about no one's watching this.
Oh, he's back.
Don't just talk about this.
You
So-
just fucking turned
So
into a
Jeremy,
statue.
movie that you watch that you kind of just have on all the time.
Isn't that all that the TBS channel is? Back when we used to have cable. I mean,
No,
I
but
feel
right
like-
now, like so, like that's
Thank
what
you,
that's
Jeremy.
the thing. Like we were just talking about how like now that we don't have cable or TBS or like you're not flipping through channels, you actually have to like choose the movies or whatever. Is there one that you constantly like go to when you're just done thinking and you're not like, oh, I don't want to think about if I want to watch this? Like you're just like, I'll always watch this movie. Is there a go-to movie?
I have a 4-year-old now. You think I have control over the TV? Her favorite movie to watch all the time is Mamma Mia movie.
Oh,
ABBA.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But now occasionally, if we're down in the basement, I'm watching a vintage VHS.
That sounded
copy of
creepy. If we're down in the
Indiana
basement.
where her playroom is. You sick bastard.
Well, no, I'm glad you clarified that.
I have a vintage VHS copy of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, and I'm still watching that on
You
repeat.
still have a VCR?
I brought the VCR back from my mom's house specifically to be able to watch my old
That's
VHS
awesome.
tapes. There are some movies,
That is awesome.
maybe you've heard of them. I don't know. I still catch them, and you'll always watch them if they're on TV. Maybe you heard of Back to the Future.
Yes,
And the
Just
funny
did
thing-
Back to the
Just
Future.
did that.
Just
The funny
did.
thing
I
for
said
me
the same
for that
thing.
one is I own it on DVD. I don't think I've ever watched it because what you should do is as soon as it comes on TV, like, oh, I should throw in the DVD. But no, I want to see the commercials for the Mike's Locum Law Firm because he goes to bat for you.
What about you, Mike?
I'm trying to think of a good one. I don't know. I'm kind of in the same boat with Jeremy with limited TV time. I'm trying to think of what's one that I just
You guys are just constantly watching whatever your kids want to watch.
Actually, I've been watching a lot of playoff hockey. Congratulations to your
There you go.
Hurricanes, Bill, by the way.
Oh, I'm not fully on board. My son's a full on Canes fan, but like the first round we were at odds because I'm like, I'm not giving up the Devils, bro. And then he wanted to go to game 4. He's like, game 5. He's like, Dad, why can't we go to game 5? I'm like, yo, I'm not spending $500 to fucking watch my team be eliminated. I'm good on that, bro.
Yeah, I'm a Cavs fan.
It's like
so-
a memory for your child.
Yeah. Well, because he went to game 2, and I'm like, you're good. You went there, bro. Like, because
Oh, okay.
they don't go and watch it. They go and they want to get fucking ice cream and all that shit. So it's like,
They're
you really
kids.
understand. No, I get it, but it's like you.
No,
I
yeah,
watch
yeah.
it on TV, and I'll
I
buy a
imagine.
fucking half-gallon ice cream at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
He fell asleep
funny.
at 9:30. The game went to double overtime. He would have fallen asleep at the game. It would have been miserable.
I went to a ball game with Bill's entire family, and we got
Mhm.
let into the section with free food, and his son still made him go to another level of the stadium just so he could get popcorn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kids in
Exactly.
a nutshell.
Yeah. I
paranoid.
constantly see Mike having to go to Islanders games knowing that he's a Rangers fan, and it's just hilarious.
I've been to 41 home games,
No.
Islander games this season.
You had a season ticket package? Shit,
My
bro.
brother-in-law does, and he's given me basically all the home games. So I've
Jesus,
been to every
dude.
single one.
I was finally there like 2 months ago. I was in New York for like 3 days for like a legal event, and we sponsor the Islanders. So like we took clients to the game, and I'm like, the arena's
Nice.
fucking nice, much better
It
than
is.
Coliseum.
Yeah.
It's a nice
my
arena.
Bill.
The
You
arena's
were on trial.
My
We still
company
couldn't
has
get clients to come because you're like, hey, do you want to come to fucking Queens? And they're like, yeah, no, I'm good, bro.
Yeah. No, it's literally now it's like 15 minutes from my house. You can't beat it. So,
Wow.
yeah.
and now my son's just a hockey fanatic. So hockey is life
Yep.
in his house.
Is he playing too?
Oh yeah, yeah. 2
Yeah.
leagues.
Same in mine. He's nuts. He's a goalie. He's a fucking crazy.
I know he's
person.
asking to play goalie. I'm like, dude, just stay with.
Dude,
left
avoid
wing
it.
right now.
Avoid
Stay
it, bro. Like it's stressful and it will kill your wallet.
Yeah.
Yo,
Killing my
one
mind
day-
now.
Yeah.
One day we have to like all get together and play roller hockey. Once I find a
Oh, hell
skate
yeah.
for a
Bro,
size
I have
14.
to find. I got pissed at my mom because she loves garage sales, and I was like,
Mm.
"Hey, mom,
Oh,
have
no.
you seen my hockey skates?" And she's like, "No, I think you lost them." I was like, "You fucking sold my hockey."
Dude, I'm playing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing ice hockey. Yeah.
Oh, so am I, dude. Yes.
yeah.
Love it.
Ice hockey?
Dad got me. Yeah, Wednesday nights in Port
Good
Washington.
old men's league. Love
I've
it.
never
Wow.
played ice hockey. I only played roller hockey.
Great.
I always
This is
wanted to try
more-
ice hockey.
This is
Same.
not like a legit like. Even like it's not even like a beer league. It's literally like an hour and a half. It's like 45 minutes of clinic where they do all
All
the
right.
drills and then 45 minutes of scrimmage.
Nice, dude.
All right.
Bill's
Yeah.
team
Dude, I
is
never
just
played
either
intramurals.
in their league.
Yeah, I got into it 2 years ago. It's fucking great, dude. I
Fucking
love it.
great.
My team, we
I came
brought in
back
some
middle of the
riggers.
year. I got to get some more.
We
gear.
won
I wanna
3
play
ships in a row now.
Yeah.
Apparently, amateur hockey in North Carolina is about as complicated as like British soccer. There's like 44 tiers. You got to know somebody to get in.
Oh, it's great.
And
Oh yeah.
There is
It really
a-
is nuts. Oh, I feel like all beer leagues like that. You got to know someone to get in.
My
Yeah.
son's on an 8U team, and it's like that now. You kidding me?
Yep, it's all politics, bro. It's
Oh my
fucking crazy.
It's fucking
Yeah.
so I guess the question is: Have your sons, have your boys seen Mighty Ducks 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4,
Oh.
1 and
Dude,
2.
there's a whole show. There was a whole
Just
show.
one, just the first one. I didn't show him the other ones.
There was Mighty Ducks, the show on
Yeah,
Disney.
my son watched that for a minute. I
Oh,
tried to get him.
yeah.
I was gonna have him watch what's it fucking called? What's the one with Rob Lowe?
Slapshot?
The fuck- No.
Rob
My
Lowe?
son wanted to watch that, and then I watched the uncensored one, and they dropped the F bomb, not the fuck, the other one, like every other word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
great movie.
I just wanted-
Youngblood with Rob Lowe and fucking Patrick Swayze. Great hockey movie, but yeah, it's wildly
We
inappropriate.
have to
for
do a
children.
bunch of sports movies soon.
There's a lot of good ones.
Getting back to your question about movies, and like, I just
Yeah, sorry, went on a tangent there.
Wayne's World.
Are you serious?
Good one.
Man.
Yeah,
Great.
Seriously.
That's a
Wayne's
good one. I
World.
haven't seen that in a long time.
That is
Yeah.
a
Is
good
it
movie.
good? It's good.
It's not
good.
that good. What? No.
It was-
I
No.
believe it's
Bro,
pronounced
it makes
Milwaukee.
fun of itself. It's so I think it's good. We should do that
Hey,
one.
We did
I
it.
even like Wayne's World too.
Wait, what are you talking about? Manny, we did Wayne's World.
Yeah, I thought we said we liked it.
I said, I was
You
like,
just said
man.
we should do it.
Yeah.
Bill, you think I remember? We've been doing this for 4 years now, and one of them
I'm
was
definitely
COVID,
I'm definitely
and it was
much
like
more.
4 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Fair enough.
Oh, here we go. I'm
You've
definitely
reached-
much more Bill and Ted than Wayne's World. I would rather watch Bill and
Yeah.
Ted than Wayne's World.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right.
I love
Okay.
Bill
Here's
and Ted.
a question. Here's a question that's within the bounds of this podcast. The new Bill and Ted movie, was that a legacy sequel? Was that a reboot? What was
It's
it?
a
Did
legacy
you like it?
It's a
Legacy
legacy
sequel.
sequel.
I haven't seen it yet,
I haven't seen
which
it.
Okay.
but it's
think
a
I
legacy
watched it.
sequel.
I don't know.
Wait,
And they're
It
going to
was
be
a-
on
I didn't
Broadway.
see, Dan, I thought we
Wasn't
did.
terrible.
What?
I thought we did the new one.
No, we did the first one, and then we were going to do Bogus Journey, but it
Oh,
wasn't
And
out.
we did the third one.
No,
with
we
the
didn't.
daughters.
No, you just
And then you-
watched it.
And then you preemptively.
No way, we did it,
we're
bro.
No, we
hitting
did
on-
it.
did it.
Bro,
I
I've
think we
edited
did.
148 episodes of
Are you
this
serious?
podcast
I watched that movie and I thought we
because
went
it was
over
COVID when it came out.
What was
Aw.
what was the movie you guys were going to do next? Did you pick one?
No, we haven't picked one yet.
We haven't picked one yet,
No.
but no, we did not. We only did Bill and Ted 1, and that's it.
So you've reached
Really?
the point.
Because I did watch the third one. It's fine. It's a legacy sequel. Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably
It's a
better,
better
than Back to the
legacy
Future 3.
sequel than Beetlejuice.
Well, that movie
You've been
was
doing this
train
podcast so
wreck.
long now that you're getting nostalgic for previous episodes. That's
Well, sometimes you got to redo them because our sound sucked back then. It was
nostalgia
terrible.
test.
It was
Well.
terrible. It sounds like Duck's sound.
Excuse
Coming
me? What did you say to me?
Well, there was a question that I thought was funny because my students were talking about this in my class that was sent in by one of the guys that works, I think, with the movers there, Manny.
Okay.
And Matt, right? Yeah, Matt Ferrara.
Yeah.
He questioned for our podcast is the 100 men versus one gorilla.
I've been hearing
Question.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's a
I'm
trend that
going
was going on.
one gorilla
One
beats the
gorilla's-
shit out of 100
Of
men.
course, it's one gorilla beats, and nobody would ever be able to take down a gorilla. It's not even possible.
No.
Like that question is hilarious. And it blew up. And they're like, there's some comedian that was saying like, but what about if you get a couple of jujitsu guys? Like, no, man, gorilla's gonna kill you because they do it for like survival. They're killing people. Like,
Yeah.
they-
What if
like,
you had
they're
100 Arnold
ripping you apart.
Schwarzeneggers?
They did say though, no matter strength of the guys, or whatever. But if the stamina of the gorilla is not going to hold up to 100 guys, okay, so your first 30 guys going in, they're fucking dead, right? They're gone.
Yeah.
All right,
They're like
just-
cannon fodder.
You
You
think
start getting into 50, 60 guys. Now the gorilla's getting tired.
you
right?
think
He's getting-
you think
he's
with the
getting
adrenaline
slow.
of killing people, this gorilla is going to be
By the
tired?
time
Wait,
you
we
got to
talking-
the 80th guy, you might have a chance.
Are we
Is
talking
it
about a
coming
fighter or
in like
gorilla gangbang? I forgot.
Is
for a
it
sec.
is it
Either way,
coming,
watch your
Drug the
bananas.
gorilla?
is it coming in like the Royal Rumble, like one at a time, or is it just
No.
all 100 guys?
No, I think it's 100 guys.
So what how this happened was because there's like there's a TikToker who puts like AI like 100
Yeah.
people versus one gorilla, and it like simulates what happens.
Yeah.
So that's how this all happened.
What did show in the
okay.
simulation? Did he win?
I don't know if I've seen these simulations. They're hilarious, but
Yeah.
Did you
I
see
saw one.
Did you see the million people versus 100 gorillas?
Yeah,
I
and
saw-
there was
I-
like
I-
there was like the gorilla still won.
The gorilla
Yeah.
destroyed them.
I sent this one to you, Bill, but yeah, I think like only like 3 gorillas were killed, and the guys were like flying 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
But then they did another scenario with 1,000 Mike Tysons versus like 10,000 gorillas, and the Tysons annihilated them. Which
Oh,
Not
he's
possible.
still
They said
a
it
man.
matters. Yeah, but it matters. Like if you did 100 prime Arnold Schwarzeneggers versus one gorilla, like I'm putting my money on the Arnolds.
I think he was still wearing gloves. That seems like a handicap.
yeah. Like I think everyone forgets a gorilla is just going to bite someone's face off. Like they're
Gorilla
also
will
using
rip
their teeth.
someone's bone off their.
Well,
flesh.
first of all, a bunch of my students in my class
Delicious.
were like,
it ends there.
yeah, they're
It's
like,
like
oh
a
no.
conversation like Batman and Superman.
By the way,
Yeah.
all
Superman
day
and
long.
anybody.
I
Superman.
gotta be honest with you. I'm more afraid of chimps.
Yo,
Man.
chimps are crazy, bro. They'll fucking
They're
rip your face off.
cannibalistic.
I mean, did you guys see Manny
literally-
versus 100 gorillas? It doesn't end well for Manny.
It does not end well for Manny.
I don't think it's rarely do.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow, you came in
That
hot.
one hurt.
Low blow.
Fucking
I
hurt.
was
Wow.
sympathizing. I
If
was
you
sympathizing.
actually knew what was going on in my life right now, you wouldn't have said.
Wow.
Jesus.
So,
Doug.
so
Before
according,
I came on this show is that therapy, and you go and say this. Fuck you! I'm taking back the happy birthday.
so guess what, everyone?
Happy birthday.
Tom Cruise is eyeing a Days of Thunder sequel for
Mm.
Paramount.
Oh, man.
God.
So we
No.
might be getting a
No.
sequel to. No, Billy.
No.
Yeah.
Yo,
I
you
rewatched
don't
that
think he could do
recently. Like, it's a ridiculous movie. Like, it doesn't need a sequel. I'm
So
good.
let me guess.
Thank you.
You didn't like
in that
it,
film?
Bill?
I thought it was fine for what it was, but I just leave it alone. Like to me, it's not good enough to be good, and it's not bad enough to be bad good. It's just like, all right, it's entertaining enough. I don't need a sequel for it. Like I don't
need it.
hate it.
Nostalgia.
You know, like
It was
I actually know it's funny. I never saw it when we were younger. The first time I watched it was recently.
Mhm.
I
that
already know the
movie
plot
was
of the
on
movie.
repeat at the Vermont house every night while everybody was going to bed. I'd smoke a bong rip and watch that movie.
That yeah, I could
Okay.
see.
But
I
you
was
also never
not high
got
when I
past a
watched
certain time.
Never,
So,
Yeah,
like,
it's good.
yeah.
never.
it. To watch the
Well,
same
like
part
no,
over
but
and over again.
we did that
Like,
movie.
Fuck, this is how it ends.
We did that movie with Lee, and I kept it as nostalgic. And this is coming from a Tom Cruise fan, but I don't know if it needs a sequel because like there's been so many better NASCAR and Formula One movies out already. Like you don't need a sequel to. Although I will argue that if it's produced and directed by Tom or produced by Tom Cruise, it's going to be awesome because look what he did with Maverick. Like, did you think Maverick was going to be that good?
No.
Do you agree that that's fucking awesome?
No, Maverick is fucking great, bro.
Yeah.
Sports movies peaked with Over the Top, and it's been all downhill since then.
Wow.
Disagree.
You know what? That actually goes to Manny, to your point, like movies you go to over and over again. It's usually some like cheesy sports movie like that I'll watch over and over again. Like
that's why I watch Invincible.
Or like Commando. I'll be like, I'm gonna fucking throw on Commando for a little bit. Fuck. By the way, the fact we haven't done that yet, need to do that. Fucking great movie.
We'll make a list. There's a huge, it's a huge
and then we'll
list.
check
We
it
only
twice.
record
But
twice
I like
a
that
month.
Miracle.
Santa.
The movie about the U.S. team.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's a good movie.
It's a feel good movie.
Yeah.
Billy, Mike, has your kid watched that movie?
Which one?
The
Miracle
hockey team, the U.S. hockey team that beat the
No.
such a good movie.
That's a good movie. Yeah, that'll get
That's
him
a
fired up.
tearjerker.
Yeah.
Put it on
That's
before a
that's
big
a
game,
Disney
get him
movie.
fired up.
Yeah.
What happens is you put it on for him, and then he'll be like, "All right, let's go play hockey outside."
Yeah, and then fuck.
Like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
You
Always
just sat
moving,
down,
bro.
you're ready to just watch something. It's
Yeah,
just like,
no, we're gonna watch. No, let's go.
I'm like, no, I just cracked a beer.
Yeah, he's like, nah, we're gonna go. Oh, all right.
See, I'm pissed
it's a-
because my mom sold my skates, and I'm like looking at what skates cost. Like,
Oh,
bro, man, I don't play
Over.
enough to be like, yeah, I'm gonna
No,
buy
dude.
skates. You know,
Dude, they
like,
put
I'm gonna use,
they put the new like fancy rollerblades at the hockey shop by us, and I walk in. Like, remember that brand Mission back in the day?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like they got bought by Bauer, and I walk in. I'm like, dude, those are some dope fucking white Mission rollerblades. I walk up there, fucking $899. I'm like, go fuck yourself, like,
dude,
get the fuck
I
outta here.
can't even find a pair of rollerblades. I've been looking to try to find one that's like, because I wear a size 14 shoe, and I'm like, how am I going to get rollerblades?
Yeah, so you need like
now?
at least a 12.
Dan's
yeah, it goes down a
rollerblades cost
size
an
or
extra,
two, but
$400 because it takes an extra plastic to make that rollerblade.
Two
Didn't even tell
skateboards
him
and some duct tape.
He's got to go to Snow House to get him.
I used to have a hockey stick that was like made of metal. I thought it was really cool, but then I was like, this is fucking heavy as shit. I'm never going
Dude,
to be able to play with it.
I bought the wooden stick, the Sherwood.
the Featherlight Sherwood, the old school one.
Old school one. I show up to the rink, and the dad, nobody was like, everyone's these $300 sticks. I got my wooden Sherwood.
Yeah. But you're
The
like,
dad's
Better
like-
if you showed up with those like neon plastic ones that we used to like.
Yeah, the dad's
Oh,
like,
God.
dude, that's old school. That's good shit. I'm like, you know it, man.
Yep, and they
Fucking
feel the
fiber
slash.
composite shit with the 70 flex on it. Fuck that. Go hard,
Dude, and
Sherwood.
they're like $400, bro. I'm like, go
I
fuck
know.
yourself. It's crazy.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
even
insane.
imagine.
It's
Yeah.
Like,
nuts.
I want to do, I have a
And
basketball.
it breaks
in my
and you're
closet.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canadian
it's-
tariffs, man.
Oh, yeah.
But
You just got to start building
it's not
your
like
own.
it's not like the aluminum ones back in the day. Are like, oh, my blade breaks. Great, I'll buy another blade for $30. I'm like, oh no, my $350 stick broke. I need to buy a new stick because it's just fucking one piece carbon fiber. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, we might
Carbon
do a
fiber.
tournament in
Indestructible.
Toronto. I'm like, what?
Fuck, bro.
Toronto?
Yeah. Yeah, kiss your money goodbye.
Eight?
He's 8.
I'm like, did you sign his commitment letter yet? I'm like, did he get a sign-on bonus? What did we do?
Yeah, exactly.
What's my
Yeah,
cut?
he did. You have to pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous, bro. Yep.
I see it
Oh,
now.
God.
There was a comedian that's like, oh, that, like, I went to watch Sebastian Maniscalco, and
I feel like you like turned away from the mic. We're like, better than
yeah,
Sebastian Maniscalco.
that's what I call him. He opens up and he's like, the kid, he made a joke about hockey team being on a hockey travel team. He's like, Dad, I made the team. Can't you believe it? He's like, yeah, my checkbook can believe it. That's why
Yeah.
you made the team.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's fun.
100%, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. So did you guys know that it's the I think it's the anniversary, the 30th anniversary of, I think, the song, or the 25th anniversary of the song Sandstorm. There was like an anniversary to it.
I did know
And
that.
what I saw
Love
online,
that
Mike's
song.
like,
That
yes,
reminds
I
me
get
of you,
alerts.
Mike, all the time. Bro.
well, yeah, Mike, I'm crazy.
Mike's like, I get alerts from that shit.
Instagram.
It's like Mike's
yeah, it
entry
came up
song.
on Instagram.
Did you see what they did? They
No.
had everyone in whatever country it was that he's from play it at the same time. So and it was in every store, on
That's
every radio
awesome.
station, everywhere. So at the same time during that day, that song came on
That is
every channel.
Was everyone fist bumping their ass off?
That's amazing.
That's
Can you
awesome.
imagine that shit? You're just walking around, all of a sudden you hear Sandstorm. That's not like a casual song that you
No.
like are walking around listening
You
to.
drop what you're doing and you dance.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
That's usually what this podcast sounds like.
You start doing the Wanderlei Silva from the
Wow,
UFC
man.
where he was doing that coming out to Sandstorm. Love it.
Well, I mean,
Mike,
we've been
you're
on the
related to him,
search for
right?
that. We've been on the search for that purple CD, and I don't know where we're gonna
I
ever
gotta
find it.
I'm gonna find it. I'm
I
gonna
thi-
find it.
You know, you guys keep saying this. And there's always a tease that somebody has it.
I have it.
I think has it.
I think someone has a burned version of it somewhere.
I know. I have.
Jeremy, you
What
don't
is
think
it,
so?
purple?
Jeremy, you don't have this thing?
I don't even know what it is.
How dare you?
And if you burn the purple CD, it wouldn't be purple anymore.
Okay, but you don't think you have the
songs that
tracks?
were on it, Jeremy.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know what
what
it
we
is.
need. There was burnt copies passed around.
I have the purple one. I know I have it. It's
Where did we
Where-
get it,
what-
Mike?
What are you waiting for?
I got to dig in my attic. In my
Oof. Bro,
Actually,
you have it this whole time.
I know. I never got rid of that.
here's what's gonna happen. Next
Do you
time
have
I'm
a
in New
CD
York,
bin?
I had the books, the black leather book.
Yeah,
that we used to keep in the cars with all your. It's in there. If I find that book, it's in there. That's
Oh.
what
here's what's gonna happen. The next time I'm in New York, I'm bringing my microphones. I'm coming to your house, Mike, and we're going through that. And then I'm calling you, Manny, and we have to do something with it.
And
because
we're gonna
that's-
play a roller hockey game while that's playing.
Yeah.
Let me know when that happens. I'm coming up.
I got the
I
Nets.
think, I think
That's
it's
the
on
next
Found-
guys' night. We're just doing a guys' night hockey.
Might as
Roller
well,
hockey
dude.
game.
It doesn't have to
We
be
get a
crazy.
fake
in
Stanley
here.
Cup.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down.
You get like Manny. You see the 6-barrel keg.
Yeah, dude, I will provide the beer. I'll go to a garage sale and buy my skates back because I'm gonna find out who bought my skates.
Man, you just weld the ball on top of this snowman bong. That's the Stanley Cup.
Yes.
There you go. That'd be awesome.
Oh my god.
Good look,
That-
trying to find a rink now. They turned them all into fucking pickleball courts.
Pickleball courts.
That's
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
to
Old
me.
people, bro.
Everything's
I
pickleball.
remember at Wilson
Not old
Park,
people,
even
bro.
in-
Young people playing that shit.
Fucking
They're
lazy
taking
young
over.
people.
I
when they were in high
never
school.
played it.
Remember the
When
rink
they were
at
in high school,
Wilson
they
Park
turned-
pool? That's gone.
Yes.
The rink
Really?
at the pool? That's gone. Pickleball.
Jesus.
They
all that
turned the
bullshit.
rink at Wilson Park.
Oh,
in
that
Wilson-
one?
it-
That one is. I don't even know what the fuck that is. I think they just tore it down. It's nothing.
That was a
No,
nice
there-
ring too
there's a-
because they just built it when we were in high school. Like because they used to play
was
the
a
the
shit
one in
PAL
Mineola,
one.
the Mineola pool, pickleball.
Mhm.
what?
That's
Right in the middle?
was-
That
yeah.
one just right in the middle?
No, gone. Gone.
That was
It's
yeah. They
pickleball.
literally built that in high school because they had the other
It was
small one
Philly,
that was
too.
over by the PAL. house.
Jeremy
Yeah.
needs a
And
mic to
the eighth-
interrupt us.
Alright,
He's trying to talk.
I'm not,
He's trying to
it's
talk.
not picking me up. Well, I
No, it
had my
is,
earbuds
No, we
Jeremy,
hear
but
you.
it's
We
so
hear you.
light,
We're just
like
talking
you're
over
not
you.
able to.
Yeah. Welcome to the Nostalgia Test podcast where we step all over each other.
I'm
We
also
were
trying
just
not
on
to
a
scream.
podcast with 6 people, and I was like, "Oh my god, we stepped all over each other." And they're not. They have
They
their
were
own
nice
podcast.
guys.
They're very nice, and they wait. I'm like, you can't get a word in if you're gonna wait.
Me and Manny were just like, "Blah."
Jeremy, what were you saying?
How am I supposed to remember now?
You fucking forgot. You forgot.
We were talking about.
I was
the
agreeing
rink
with
that,
you.
That used to open up.
Does he not work there anymore? Do we know
I
for a
don't know.
fact?
I don't know if he works there or not.
Who?
Brian
I have
used to
believe
work.
that. Who? Mike, who?
Yeah, no, it was in 2000. They built it, and now they replaced it. It was the basketball court. They moved the basketball courts. They put in the roller hockey ring. Now it's pickleball and I think like spike ball courts.
The
Yeah.
fuck is
Tax
Spike?
dollars
Wait,
at
they
work.
actually have a spike ball court.
I think they have
Spike ball?
spike ball pit,
Yeah.
something like spike
What
ball
is
pit,
that?
something.
Oh, it's like a beach game that I guess.
Box,
Yeah, it's like
you slam the ball and I don't know.
It's like fucking can
spike it into like a small trampoline, and then like bounces up and you catch it or something like that.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
That
I've
sounds
seen it at
stupid.
beaches. I didn't realize that they're making courts.
I might be wrong about that, but they had something weird like that in addition
It
to
is.
the pickleball.
It's called something else.
I mean, we're making fun of it, but we also used to have like tetherball everywhere.
Oh, I
never
love
played
that back in the
stupid
day.
shit.
Like,
I never understood that fucking game. Like I saw a
game
ball
was
on a
crazy.
string.
You just
And I
try to
was
hit
like-
the person in the face. That's all you do.
people just get caught in it and fucking tied up with it.
Slam the guy
Great.
in the face.
You want to talk
yeah,
about
dude.
this nostalgia test? Wilson Park by the mini old pool. I remember we took my daughter there, and I remember thinking about when we were kids going there. They had the actual like merry-go-round thing that you would fly off at 6 million.
Yes.
Oh
miles
yeah,
an
it was
hour.
great.
Yeah,
They had
man.
the-
They used to have this slide that
The
burnt
straight
your
up just
ass.
metal slide.
Yeah,
that
the metal
it
slide,
seemed like
yep.
it was like 10 stories tall at the time, and they had like the spaceship jungle gym that seemed like way too tall.
You needed a tetanus shot just to go in.
Speaking about the pools, Michael knows because he was there with me when we were at the Wilson Park pool. And got up on the diving board. He stepped up on one side, and I'm not kidding, fell over on the
No, he
next side.
didn't.
Yeah, he
No.
did.
He broke his
Fucked up
wrist.
eye.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I never
Broke
went
his
to the
wrist.
Wilson Park pool.
It was like the second day into summer.
I've never seen anybody do it. He just we were all sitting there being like, it was in a diving area. He got up on one side, fell over on the other side.
Oh my god.
I think I
dude,
gave him a
that's
chin up and then jumped off the
Yeah,
board
no, he
after all.
did. Actually, he ran like the pool's so unruly. The lifeguards didn't help him. They just didn't know what to do because they'd never seen a kid not fall off the diving board in the water, off the diving board onto the concrete.
He fell on the concrete.
Yeah,
I thought
he
you this
didn't-
whole time
he
he
didn't
fell
make-
in the
No,
water.
onto
he
the
didn't
concrete.
make it to
He
the
got
out-
He didn't
he
make
got
it far
on the
enough.
diving board. He was setting up and he fell over one side. I don't know
He
how.
got up and then he
Thank
just
God it
started-
wasn't the high diving board. Jesus.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and then
No,
Mike
it was-
ran by and he went chin up, boom, and hit him right in the chin and then drove him. For everyone, a chin up is
And
when you
just
walk by a
jumped
person
off.
and you hit them in the chin. You hit their jaw up into the bottom jaw into the top
Said
jaw.
chin
Hopefully,
up
9
to-
times out of 10, they bite their tongue. That's the.
No, then Mike jumped right off. He was just like, oh, chin up, bah! And then poof.
The fucking kid was in a cast for the whole summer.
Chin up.
That must have sucked.
Oh my god.
The Wilson Park pool was so unruly because
It
I
was
never
literally
went
the
there.
first week of summer. The fucking kid fell off the board.
I don't know even how you do that. Jesus Christ.
it was like a wind came by, it was like a ghost pushed him off the diving board. It was so weird.
He
We had no
really didn't
idea
wanna
what to
jump
think.
off of it.
That was great. Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
The lifeguards there were like 16-year-olds from the
Yeah.
cast of Snack Shack, so it wasn't exactly a
Yeah.
safe environment.
Yes.
She thought he was messing around. She didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I actually never went to the Wilson Park
He
pool.
got up and he just walked
Neither.
over.
Never?
Never.
No?
I think I went there
We're-
once or
We're
twice. Not a
Mineola
lot.
people, man.
I never went to
Yeah.
the mini old pool. So yeah.
You miss it.
But when I worked there, it was gross. I worked there the summer before our senior year of college. And remember when there was the blackout in 2003? The filters
Yeah.
shut off and they were off all night. And I
Oh.
went back there the next day. I'm like, yo, I am never fucking swimming in this pool again.
Yeah.
It was so fucking nasty.
I'm
Yo,
sure.
they used to play water polo at Wilson Park pool in a diving spot. And it was just like whoever wanted to play could play. So basically it's just a bunch of kids dunking each other in 12 feet of water.
Yeah.
It was so dangerous. It was just like, all right, guys, play. And everyone just dunking everyone.
They just threw the ball in the middle. Everyone just jumped in.
Yeah. it
Welcome
was-
to the 90s. Only the strong survive.
it was so stupid.
I mean, we used to have like night swimming, and like
Yeah.
only
Oh, yeah.
the older kids would pick on the younger kids. That was like a terrible time. So,
yeah.
They do that at the mini old pool still. We actually join for the kids every once in a while, and they do the family night. They have the DJ. Remember the DJ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we go in the 2 feet of water and you just dance around.
No, the whole pool's open to like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they have a.
Do they still have the slide there? I remember when the slide got put in.
It's there. It's still there.
Yeah, they got rid of the high dive and put the slide in. Yep.
No, it's not a high dive anymore. It's just a regular board.
Just a regular thing.
Thank God.
I think high
Remember
dives are
Denton
probably
Avenue?
illegal. I would think. Oh,
Remember
Denton
Denton
Avenue.
Avenue?
Fucking reeked of
Denton
chlorine,
Avenue's
bro.
still-
Yeah, I had a birthday party there once.
I had my birthday party there one time.
I think everybody did. It was like something to do.
Reeks of chlorine.
Let's go and get full of chlorine before you come back to our house.
Yes.
Yeah. Better than it smelling like piss. So I guess
True.
that's proven.
Is it though?
Getting-
I'm just kidding.
Better than getting Taxaki.
Oh,
Damn,
was
what
funny.
other news do we have?
What do we got coming out?
Well, we had.
I
we
think that
have,
was a tangent on reboots, by the way.
It was.
Yeah.
We were just adding reboots. We got into a lot of other things.
From Just Another Movie Night, one left a question saying, which long-running horror franchise has the most consistently good movies, and then which
No
has the
idea.
worst?
None of them.
haven't seen any of them.
They all jumped the shark, man. A Saw is up there. I would agree because I've most of the ones I've seen are at least entertaining. Whereas
How many
like,
are there?
there's like 10 or 11 at this point.
Jesus Christ!
Just what? What movie?
Saw.
Any of them
No, that's not
have you
11. No.
saw?
Maybe 10. I know they had Saw X.
Oh, there's like 3. I thought.
No,
What?
there's a lot
Mike,
more.
where-
It's
dude.
like
Mike-
10.
Mike,
Three.
You
Mike's
started
like, wait,
having
it's not
kids.
Mike's been in,
2007?
It was over, Mike. Once
That's
the
like
kids
3,
came, you don't know.
dude. No way.
Mike,
You really like
it's
that-
like, what are you
Really
kidding
like that
me?
One Fast
It's
and
all
All right,
Furious
let's
was
look
three.
now.
How many Fast and the Furious is on there, Mike?
Oh, there's like 8 of those.
No, there's 9.
There's like
There's
11.
gonna be a 10. 10's about to come out.
Oh god.
Saw sequels.
They're also
Let's
about
see.
to come out with
There's got to be
Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah, I saw
Wow.
that. No, Mike. Okay, the third
How
one.
many? Oh,
Okay,
you got it right.
there's 10
I thought it was 10 or 11.
because
I never saw.
I stopped
It's
it.
Never?
Saw
The first couple are
3D.
good.
Yeah, Saw 10.
What 10?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they said the 10th one is like set between Saw 1 and 2. So they did the dumb thing that Fast and the Furious did. But
Whoa,
there's like
whoa,
10
whoa, whoa.
Saws.
What do you
Whoa.
mean?
Well,
Whoa.
isn't there one that comes
What do you
before?
mean the dumb thing that Fast and the
Just
Furious
put things
did?
in order.
It's one of the smartest things
Yeah,
they
it's
did
fair.
because they rebooted they brought back the joy of that franchise. 2 was terrible. 4 kind of went all over the place, but it's fine. And then they were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
let's retimeline this thing, get this thing, keep going, cash grab,
Oh, that's
killing it."
probably why.
Yeah.
I will watch. I will.
I've
Die on
only
this throne
seen the
about
first Fast and the Furious. I've never
You
seen
suck.
any
You
of the
shouldn't
other
be
ones.
on the show then.
You know
But
what?
dude,
No,
it's just
cash
like-
grab is right there, man.
You know,
Like reeling it back to the question at hand, horror franchises, the problem is cash grab. Like I sat down this year, every year I try and watch. I'm going to pick a franchise to watch. So 2 years ago I did Halloween. I got through like 6 and like they're just terrible. This year I did Friday the 13th and I got through Jason Takes Manhattan, which is a fucking
Amazing.
gigantic piece of shit movie,
So
but
stupid.
entertaining. Where he
It's
fucking
so
punches the guy's head off, he walks through Times Square. But like once you get past 3, it's the same fucking thing over and over
But
again.
what
It's
makes
all
a
those horror
franchise?
sequels.
What about
more than
what's the-
3.
I'd say
Like 3
3.
of them, I think.
I'm gonna say 3 is my that's I would say 3.
Has to be.
All right, so like I guess then when you go past 3, you probably it's hard to keep it good because you just run out of like ridiculous storylines.
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre was that?
Yeah, what was
Well,
that? 2?
The,
that
the second one with Dennis Hopper was
rebooted
fucking
it.
dumb as fuck.
Is it 3 of
Yeah,
them?
then they rebooted it. A
Yeah,
couple
there's like a
times.
bunch of us, and then there's a prequel one where it's like how he became.
Remember Jeepers
Yeah.
Creepers?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 of those.
I remember seeing that in the theater.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we
Me too.
we saw the
were
first one.
wasted.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When weren't we?
The first
What
one was
are they at?
good.
Bro, I walked in
First
and
one
I
was
had
good.
a rum and coke in my 12
love
liter
it.
my bucket of my like bucket of soda.
Liter of cola.
I'm like, yeah, my liter of cola.
Have you ever seen like we talked about this I think in another episode for a little bit, but like Hellraiser I think is the most overrated horror franchise.
Bro, it's a
of all
weird
time.
sex franchise. It's a weird sex movie. Like it's really fucking weird. I rewatched
It's so
it recently.
stupid.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, and I don't
Eyes Wide
care.
Shut is a weird sex movie.
Where you
Yes.
know where the two people never wanted to have sex with each other.
Yeah.
Apparently they
Weird.
they rebooted Hellraiser and they get into the origin of the Cenobites and I'm like, all right, I'd be down to watch that. Maybe I don't know, but it's
Who
also like,
cares?
it's like,
What was
is it pleasure or pain? Like it's that weird. It's a little.
Yeah.
what is your favorite horror movie, Billy?
Ooh,
Mm.
Black Christmas. It's the best ones ever created. It scares me to this day. Black Christmas.
Fuck.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Watch
I
it.
did.
It's a Christmas movie.
Jeremy?
The original
Oh.
one from 1974.
I've never really been interested in horror movies. I haven't watched that many of them.
Yeah, I'm not that interested in him. I think the last like horror movie I watched was probably like Blair Witch Project.
Get Out horror movie. I like that one.
What
Get
one?
Out.
Oh,
that's a
actually,
horror
that
film.
was a good one. Yeah. I would call that as like a thriller, but I guess it is a horror movie.
That's the difference. Thrillers and horror have been like bleeding together. Things aren't
Yeah.
straight horror anymore.
But the horror is coming from inside your heart.
Well,
So, I mean,
Are you still talking to me, Duck?
are you?
Is it still
What
a
are you
shot at
eating,
me?
Manny?
Is that bamboo?
Manny-
What are you eating?
Is that
Manny,
bamboo?
we'll have a side chat later. I was speaking
Oh,
in
yeah,
generalities
Manny.
about the scourge of racism as
Ah.
depicted in that film.
yeah. So back to the question at hand. Favorite horror movie? I'm gonna weigh in. I'm gonna have to say, all right, this is definitely a horror movie. Like maybe two answers here. Definitely a horror movie. I'd probably say Halloween because that kind of set the formula for every movie that came after it. Like Friday the 13th literally said like, hey, we took Halloween and put it in fucking camp, right? And that spawned like the slasher genre. But to me, the scariest horror movie, and you can debate whether it's a horror movie, is still fucking Jaws because I still fucking hate swimming in the ocean because I watched that fucking movie way too young, bro. You know, and that movie's fucking terrifying.
It is.
It's a great movie. Just didn't.
You hate swimming in the ocean? Like you think about that?
Yep, unless I'm in the Caribbean where I can see what's around me, I fucking hate swimming. I don't like going past my knees.
But it's
It gives me
The
anxiety.
ocean's also kind of disgusting most places, so there's that.
Yeah, true.
That's
Well,
funny. Every time I surf, I do think about
where
like,
fish
oh,
poop.
there's a shark in here. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it gives
Somewhere.
me anxiety every time.
Oh, yeah.
I remember I went tubing off the back of one of friends' boats at a Southold in between, in the what the fuck is the bay over there, whatever the hell the name is. Right before we get on the
South
boat,
Bay?
he goes,
"Oh, the
yeah.
Peconic Bay?
In between the fucking Peconic Bay.
Honest.
So right before we get on the boat, the dad's like, "Oh, they saw a great white in here last week." I'm like, "All right, whatever." So of course I fall off the tube. Supposed to be watching and telling the dad when I fall off. He doesn't
my
fucking tell him right away. So I'm there for fucking floating for 10 minutes, and all I was thinking about the whole time was like Jaws. Like, so yeah. I'm
Oh,
good.
with John.
I'm
So
good, bro.
Dude, that's
I was sure he was going to
terrifying.
be yelling, "Hey Billy, there's a shark! Don't let it eat
Yeah.
you!"
Yeah.
I never thought about that until like when I moved here to California and they started talking about all the shark sightings like across
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pacific, and I was like, oh my god. And then what's funny is like when I was in Greece, the water's too warm, so like they never worry about that stuff. It's just like whatever. So I didn't mind swimming, but
It's also the grease water is like crystal blue. You could see
Oh.
that thing coming from miles away.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the but coming back, I remember swimming in Miami, and there was a sandbar, and what happened was we swam way out, and it was like really shallow, but you never. All of a sudden, I started noticing. I was like, oh my god, like I can't touch the bottom anymore, and we're far out, and I'm like, and I'm getting freaked out because I'm starting to think there could be a shark in this water because we're
You're
so
thinking like
deep.
Nemo. Like,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
like, let's
shit.
just fucking go. And I start seeing, I'm like, we gotta swim to get fucking back to shore.
Yep.
But when I'm in California, like, and I'm swimming, like, there's sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't know, man. It gets a little
Yeah,
freaky.
because that
you
cold
know?
water out there, man, like they love that shit.
I never thought the Pacific was that cold. When I moved here, I'm like, it's
Oh, it's
fucking
freezing,
frigid.
bro.
I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's the fatal plot flaw in Jaws 4 is that he goes to the Bahamas and like great whites don't like that water.
The flaw in Jaws
Yeah,
4
that
is
was-
That it was
Jaws
made.
4.
Yes. Yeah. It's a terrible fucking movie.
Yeah. You ever see that Star Trek movie where there's like dolphins or whales? Like there's like
Whales.
Star Trek
Whales.
4 or something?
Yes,
Yes.
That movie sucked.
I think Shatner directed that one. It was all about saving the whales
Yeah.
from the future.
They just wanted to rip off Free Willy. Free
Oh,
Willy was
Jesus.
the reboot.
Okay.
of that.
Wow.
Again, with this movie.
Guys, don't watch it. Don't watch it.
It's
man.
depressing.
Mike,
We
have you
watched
showed your
it
kid
for
Free
you.
Willy yet?
No, I'll never.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do
It's
it at all.
depressing.
It's 2 hours of hell.
Yeah.
It was 2
Uh,
hours, by the way.
2 hours, just like Back to the Future.
I remember watching it a long time ago.
Yes,
never been
Jesse.
Did you like it?
No.
Mike didn't want a Free Willy. All right.
He's like, fuck this shit.
All right.
Let's
Next.
see. Next.
What do we got?
He's getting to his leg next. Well, apparently there's a Miami Vice movie coming, another one. Now, I don't know if you ever saw the first one with Colin Farrell and some other person.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx. They're going to make another
Rocket
one.
and Tubbs.
Is it them or they're rebooting it?
It seems like it might be a reboot, but it might be a sequel. I don't know. Well, all I know is
Michael
that
Mann doing it.
the filmmaker behind the Maverick is attached to directing it, possibly.
Oh, what's
So
that guy's name?
I have it here. So Joseph.
I'll say they probably have.
Kosinski.
If it's going to be new, they're going to like. I would think with the coming of Grand Theft Auto's new game coming out,
Oh,
maybe
they're still
they make
making
it.
those.
Yeah,
It's not coming out till next year. Keeps getting delayed.
yeah.
Are you
The trailer
interested in a
dropped.
Miami Vice movie?
Well, so I never saw the first Miami Vice movie, but it was done by Michael Mann, who had
Long.
created the series, from what I understand. So, by all accounts, it was good. So, it just, I don't know, it'd be strange to have somebody else do it now, since it was kind of his thing.
That movie was
Also-
so long.
What's with all these
Have we-
it's like
too long.
reboots? Why? Are they,
Yes, that's
We
exactly
ran
our
out of
problem.
ideas.
Money
Like
grabs,
Mike.
Mike.
We ran
Money
out of
grabs.
ideas.
Like,
They're out of
seriously.
ideas, and they're doing our generation because our generation was awesome.
But the best ones, yeah. But now
Yeah,
everyone's
so they're just
creativity
like,
went to
oh,
shit.
let's bring it to the new people. Yeah.
Well,
No,
Mike,
it's
there-
because people our age programmed all the AI that's writing these things, so it's all they know.
Oh,
They fed the
shit.
Nostalgia Test podcast into their prompt, and it's just like, oh, they like bad action movies and horror films. Keep 'em
Okay.
coming.
Mike, do you know they're going to reboot Anaconda?
Oh God, are you
So we saw that in the movie theater
we're happy about it because
You happy
Anaconda
about it?
was a terrible movie.
because Anaconda is a bad movie. So it's like reboot that piece of shit. Let's see what happens.
I think there wasn't there two?
There was a
I'm
sequel.
sure there was.
There was.
'Cause
Yeah.
if there
Yeah.
wasn't, that's crazy because that movie was so bad it needed
Huh.
a sequel.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a Deep Blue Sea versus Jaws matchup, like
Oh,
Alien
God.
versus Predator.
Oh, Deep Blue
Oh.
Sea.
Oh,
Oh,
I
my
had it
God.
like a shark's fin.
They came
I
out with a
remember
second
seeing
one.
that in the movies. I'm sure at least one of you guys there, and like we got there late and wound up having to sit in like the front row, and we're like, ugh.
Oh my god. I
Remember
remember
seeing- I
the
remember
best thing was
seeing-
when we all went to see The Cell.
Oh God, yeah, with Jennifer.
Remember that, Mike?
Lopez.
Did you see it? You saw The Cell with
I
us.
think I came with you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, we all went. It was like 13 of us.
Bro, it used to always
Okay,
be
yeah.
13 of us. We would always pull up
We were
with
all
the-
deep.
so many people going to the movies. Like it was crazy.
Table for
I
13.
Smelling like
couldn't
weed.
even tell you the last time I was at the movies. It's been years.
I just
Really?
see kids movies. That's it.
I went to see
even
Beetlejuice,
that,
Beetlejuice, and
even
I
that.
spent $50 for
Even
one
that.
person. So Mike, don't
What?
go because you
Oh,
have
yeah.
50
four.
bucks for one person. What did you drink?
Yeah.
Like 10 beers, Manny?
Oh, a ticket
No, they
is
don't
like
have alcohol here, Billy.
$27.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't. That's fucked up.
Okay, so this is where the story goes. You guys obviously don't listen to the podcast because I brought this up. So
I missed
Oh my
this one.
god.
I went to
Thanks
see
for the
Beetlejuice,
support.
Podcast
Beetlejuice,
shaming.
and we went, and we had to go see it to review it. And I went on a Tuesday. I was told that was the half price day, right?
Matinee.
So, yeah, no, all day you get the price. So I get there. It's 8:00 at night. I go to the guy. Hey, I want to get a ticket. Did you get it online? I said, no, just give me a ticket. Like you're here. There's no line. Just give me a fucking ticket. Gives
No.
me a ticket, rings me up, $34. I'm going, $34. And then I get I'm like, I want to have the full experience. I usually get popcorn, a peanut M&Ms, drop the peanut M&Ms in the popcorn, get a soda. Totaling over $50.
Yep.
I go, what happened to fucking matinee price? Oh, you need to be a member
Ah, there you
to
go.
get the I was like, well, what does it cost to be a member? Nothing. Why didn't you fucking tell me that when I fucking got here?
Fucking asshole.
How much to be a member? $78.
But I told Manny this. I was like, you should have just went to the dollar store and picked up this shit and just like brought in
I
your
forgot
drinks
all
and
about
everything.
that hacking.
Oh
that
yeah,
thing,
you got
man.
to. Yeah, you can
I'm
sneak
pretty-
beers in if you need to. You know.
I have like a whole backpack when I go to a movie theater.
No, I can't drink all that stuff. I'll go to the bathroom all the time. Then I have baby
Yeah.
bladder over here.
Bobo and I saw the second Matrix movie drunk in some random theater in like
Oh, I fell
Missouri.
asleep during it. It was terrible.
that movie.
I actually
not
found
good.
out that I hate being drunk at a movie theater because,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, no,
it's-
I'm with
not
you.
enjoying this movie.
You're full
especially-
No, they like. Yeah,
yeah.
Agreed. They sell alcohol down here at the most movie theaters, but I'll just usually get like one beer and just chill with it. You know.
The
Yeah,
last
no.
movie I saw in the theater was
Passion of Christ.
No, it was the Scorsese.
I saw
one
that in
he
the
just
theater.
made.
I saw the Passion of the Christ, and there's person crying as if they just are
everyone was crying
watching
around me.
Jesus.
Well,
cry.
don't worry.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah,
sequel
but-
coming out.
I know. Well, yeah, he comes back to life. Of course, there's a sequel.
Bro, stop spoiling it. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, guys.
Reboot.
Reboot.
It's the reboot.
Rebooting the Passion of
the
Christ.
ultimate reboot. It's
Oh, you know, Jesus
Jesus
comes
is
back
played
to
by
life.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like,
Oh
yo,
my
didn't he
God.
die?
Arnold
Watch the
Schwarzenegger.
fuck out of that.
Fucking crazy.
What, Jesus
Oh my
played by
God.
Arnold? Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, it'd be great.
So
Fucking
did you guys
shoots
know?
Judas?
So at USC, USC and UCLA had this event where they raced sperm.
Oh, God.
God, I did see
I
that.
heard about this.
I
Remember
heard
we all
about
thought
this.
about
Talk
that?
about
My for the first thought when we read it, you Pico, you had the same thing as me. I'm like, wait, are they gonna have a jerking off race? Is that what this is?
Oh,
They
that's where
got
it
the
comes from.
samples by playing Oogie Cookie.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they put it in the cookie.
Dumped it in a
Nice.
test tube and then off to the races.
This
So-
is crazy that this exists.
And so I brought it up to my students because they all knew, and they're like, "Yeah, but we won! Like they had pride
Christ.
for this win." I'm like, "Win what?" They're like, "Well, it was for male fertility awareness," and I'm like,
Yes, we need awareness for
"Oh
that.
my god!"
Yo,
I'm
did
like,
you
"I
watch
can't
the
get a
whole
raise,"
build-up
and
and
these
stuff?
assholes, what?
Did you watch the whole build up and stuff? They're like making it like they're UFC fighters.
Yeah, this
And it's
is
like-
what-
It was
He
crazy.
will now go in the back room and get
People
his
will
sperm ready
vote
to
on
go.
any bet on anything. It was crazy. I was
Like,
like, this
what
is,
the-
exists.
like why?
We've lived long enough that this exists.
Yeah.
Sperm racing.
That's the
I've
worst.
seen guys in the job site trailer bet on
Jerking off.
bet on the raindrops
You can
that
bet
are
on
coming
it.
down
No.
the window of the trailer.
They're playing kid
See
games.
which raindrop went to the bottom first.
They're playing
Oh
kid,
my
kid
god,
games.
bro!
On the clock.
Yeah,
Yes.
Well,
Yo.
it was rain delayed, so they had nothing to do. So they
yeah.
started betting on the fucking raindrops coming down.
Yo,
There.
no one tell Michael Jordan about that. He'll be betting on that like fucking $1 million a pop.
Oh my god, that's crazy. That's some fucked
Jeez,
up
that's
shit.
awesome.
Oh my god, yeah. But so USC doing sperm racing. I can't get a raise. They're racing sperm.
There you go.
Lovely.
Yeah.
New-
Because
Nemo
male
babies gotta
fertility
come
is
from
something we
somewhere.
need to add awareness to. Like, look, there's a lot of good, important causes to raise awareness to. Like, come on, guys. Like, male fertility, like, let's be honest. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, let's go.
Obviously, you shouldn't be doing anything. There was a choice made, and maybe it was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
You know, if you're part of that, you shouldn't be doing anything. Oh my
Imagine
god!
someone, how do you approach someone about that? Hey, man, like, would you
I
like
don't
to like jerk off in a cup and have your sperm race some other guys? You get the fuck away from me.
Hold
I
on
don't
to
know.
Who's the other guy?
Oh my god!
Oh,
This episode might never come out.
maybe not.
A couple other people had some other things that I don't know if we can actually answer.
Yeah, let's
Uh,
go.
No
We can
more.
roll with the others.
No more late fees. Shout out to them. They said they're doing a Matthew Lillard month of movies. They went on Matthew Lillard. He was in
Yeah, from
Scream and SLC Punk.
Love SLC
Hackers. He was in
Yeah,
Hackers.
Sure.
So they want us to
Descendants.
what?
He was also in like a baseball movie, like a rom-com baseball movie.
Oh, is that
Sure.
the one with Jessica Biel?
Yeah, I think
Sounds
so.
about right. So
Yeah.
they want us to rank our favorite Matthew Lillard films.
Okay, that's
We need to look up. We need to look
Scooby-Doo.
up.
I gotta look this up.
Scooby Doo.
SLC Punk #1.
Scooby-Doo might have been the one I was gonna pick.
It's a top 5 Matthew.
I think I named the 3 that I saw, and that's it. Like SLC Punk, Scream, Hackers,
Here we
and
go.
in that order.
Summer
These are the
Catch?
top
Was that the name of
5.
the movie? Summer Catch?
No, that's with isn't that Freddie Prinze Jr.?
It was, yeah, but he was in it also.
Oh,
Okay,
God,
so here
that
He
is
was
when
so
also in
funny.
Google-
all that.
Scooby Doo.
We're gonna take the top 5, the top 6 because the 6 belongs here. So we have Scooby Doo, Scream,
Oh, we're actually doing
SLC
this?
Punk,
13,
13 Ghosts, which is actually a good movie.
Yeah. is a good
Descendants,
movie.
I've never seen that. And
It's with
Hackers.
George Clooney and Shailene Woodley and
And
Wine.
Hackers.
It's an
After that, it
Alexander
gets
Payne
stupid
film.
shit.
Without a paddle.
Yes, yep, that's there too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Scream's got it. Scream or SLC Punk's got to be number one.
He's
I'd probably
also
go
in
Scream.
She's All That. She's All That was a fine movie.
But is that like a
Is that
Matthew
the one where
Lillard
she takes her
movie?
glasses off and like shakes her
yeah,
hair?
she
and now
just
she's
turns.
hot?
She
That
turns
one.
into She's
Yeah.
an
Oh
artist.
my god, she could take them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Superman effect.
Yes.
Well, I'm going like SLC Punk, Scream, Hackers. I guess 13 Ghosts after that. Maybe 13 Ghosts before Hackers. That sounds about good. And then just
You
because
didn't
Mike
mention
said it's Scooby-Doo. Why not?
There you go. 13 goes with the
Scooby-Doo?
fucked up house, right? Like where it's haunted by
Yes.
some. Yeah, that movie.
Yeah,
is
that
fucked
was
up.
crazy.
That was good.
Or
Yeah,
have you ever seen the movie Frighteners with Michael J. Fox? That's a really good movie.
one.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
old school.
Wasn't that Peter
That is a
Jackson?
fucking great movie.
That was.
Frighteners?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Dude.
Wasn't that directed by Peter Jackson from Lord of the Rings?
Not sure.
No,
Thank God
that's
it
the
wasn't
one,
5 hours long.
you're thinking
What's
about
that
the
one?
one with Nicole Kidman.
Where
Beautiful
she's a
Creatures?
ghost.
Hold on, I'm fucking look this up.
Let me look this
Peter
up.
Jackson, Nicole.
Billy, I like your new mic.
Yeah,
Matches the
it's-
colors of your
It
It does
changes.
actually, I
The
didn't realize
colors
that.
change.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. What the fuck is
Oh,
The
that?
moon,
Jeremy
it's
went to-
Francis Moon.
Oh,
we go.
did you go statue mode? So he's back.
We had one more for we have a couple more, but like there is one that's like totally off topic in movies and things. Rena Friedman Watts, who does the Go Tell Daddy podcast, I think, or something. Talk to I forget what the name. I feel really. Hold on, I got to get the name of her podcast, or I'm gonna feel really
Your plug,
fucking
right?
great.
Okay, good idea.
She had a really interesting Better Call Daddy podcast. So, and she was just featured from Podbean. Her question was interesting, or like it was like a prompt. Her prompt was she wanted us to, or one of us or whoever wants to tell a daddy story. Mike's face.
What?
I guess either tell a story about our dads, or I guess, anyone here being a dad or something.
Or like being called, yeah, that's my daddy?
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm like, what?
That's how I read it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how when I said it out loud, I was like, "Wait a second, that's how the
Like,
word daddy."
you would say
means
if
that
it's
we gotta
just
talk
dad,
about that.
like it would be tell a dad story. But like
Yeah.
tell a daddy story, like there you go, Dan. Tell a time when
I
you
don't
were
think we could
acting
tell
like
a daddy story. We're not. That's not the type of podcast we do.
Billy's cracking up. Billy's dead. Billy's
Oh
dead.
my god,
Pull
dude.
up his chair.
Oh my
I'm
god!
just sitting there and you're like, tell a daddy story. I was like,
Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh my! I didn't even realize it until I read it out loud. It's like those clips on Instagram of the Peloton people when they say like, "Hugh Janus, happy birthday!"
Tell a daddy
Crack
story.
me
I
off.
love those.
Reaching out to you.
Reaching out to you. How did they not see that? Dude, there's a clip of this woman who's a newscaster. She's so funny. She's crazy. They were calling out like names of towns, and the town was spelled Litiz. And she's like,
no.
Lititz.
It's like it's Lidditz, Pennsylvania.
Nope.
Oh my god.
That is
Well,
an
I guess-
actual place, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
yeah.
it is.
Mhm.
Oh,
Been
All
there
right,
many times.
we're not telling a daddy story.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really understanding the problem.
Not after that. They can't even
Sorry,
tell a dad
Rena.
story after this. It's fine.
dude, after that.
First of all, it's not that kind
Bill,
of.
breathe.
The,
Bro, breathe.
Podcast you got here.
Bill is dead.
Rena killed Billy.
Dang up, Billy's not eating a chip.
all right. I'm good.
Oh my
Go
god.
call your son. There's the dad story.
Oh.
Your son comes and it gives
Oh.
you CPR because you're
He's
dying.
like,
off of
there
that
you
guy.
go. Oh my gosh. That was from the beginning of reading it, and I could tell Pico you didn't know what you were reading, like you just said. And I'm like, oh my god, it's getting worse.
By the way, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, Billy keeps, and it's not a big deal, but Billy keeps going, you know what, Pico, you make a good point. And I'm like, no one knows who the
Oh,
fuck
sorry.
Billy's talking to. It's like Billy's talking to someone that's not on the or himself. He's just
They're like,
literally
this guy's crazy.
the newcomers has no idea what he's talking about. It's just so funny. Every time I'm editing or whatever, it's like, Pico, you make a good point on Pico.
I know who Pico is.
I think.
Oh my God! One of these days we'll have to do a nickname episode.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, I can't help it.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Can we talk about Manhunt?
Okay, because it was a good video about Manhunt. Yeah.
Manhunt is a good game.
The kids game, not the film.
Yeah.
No, the kids game. The game we used to play. It was like tag, but better.
Chase your friends and hit him with balls
At night.
Hit him with balls. We didn't hit. You brought it up a notch, Jeremy.
The
I think
video is
there are
like
multiple
grown men
versions of
playing
Manhunt.
Manhunt.
Yeah.
And they're saying like, just let this happen. Like, you gotta let this happen. Like, our kids even doing this at all?
No.
Do you see that?
I don't
No.
think so. Dude,
Playing
I was
outside.
jumping
Fortnite
fences in
instead.
people's backyards and shit at 10:30 at night.
No.
You get
You get shot now. Exactly.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, even nowadays, like you'd have to
There's no
warn the
way.
neighborhood watch.
Like,
Yeah,
We're
dude.
playing Manhunt today.
Well,
Can you
have, like,
imagine?
40 different ring cameras? So
You'll
you
be on
Exactly.
everyone's ring
It's done.
camera. You'll be on channel 12.
But it would be
Someone call the
great
cops
because,
on
like,
you.
if you
Channel
got,
12.
bro, if you got every ring camera around and like you knew it was happening and you just like recorded and then edited everybody like playing and like whatever,
Oh, God.
it'd be a cool show.
That would
like
be funny.
you could stream it, but like ring camera should do it. They should sponsor it. Be like, listen, we're gonna record a show. We're gonna let these kids play Manhunt in your neighborhood.
That was
Yeah, it wouldn't work nowadays. But think about like there was no asking permission. Like I was in people's backyards hiding in their bushes.
Yeah, behind their
Like,
garage, knocking over garbage pails
Like
and
people
shit.
I didn't know. It's not like I went to like house and I know the mom. Like no, we were in like other people's. Like I'd never met them before.
Yeah.
That was just a thing growing up, man. I remember just hopping like Manny when you still lived next door to me. Like you may remember that Hide kid across the street, we like just jumping random people's backyards. Like you can't do that shit anymore. Like I remember some Portuguese guy at the end of the block. We jumped over and he was growing grapes and we fucked with his grapes and I thought he was gonna murder us.
No, dude.
He probably
Like,
should have.
If that happened now, like I would be
There's no
happy
way.
to see it. But as a homeowner, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my backyard. I'm gonna kill you.
I remember we used to play like it was like almost like 10 people on a team, 15 people on a team. It was just gigantic. And it was like in Wilson Park, we would go, okay, so the border is Cornell Street, which is like 3 blocks over one way, and then another 2 blocks over the other way. And it was a huge perimeter. Like you were just like hiding under cars. I was like hiding under people's cars. Like this
question
is
is-
stupid.
I'm gonna ask you this: if you were one of the ones that were good at hiding, did you just get bored and get out because you're like,
Yes.
is the game over? Like,
I
did
did.
like you never would? You know what had phone back then? Like, so
Everyone went
Like,
home. You're
it's
like, fuck.
impossible.
They
unless you had
left.
like a walkie-talkie, like you come back,
No.
like you. I remember we used to play at house. Imagine like coming back, everybody's gone. They like, oh yeah, they went to Rick's. And, like you're just like sitting there, like I was just having the ultimate hiding. Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
what happens if you win? Like you were the one that didn't get caught. You know.
Hiding is more terrifying than anything. Like it's exhilarating when you're running around, but you're just hiding, waiting for someone to find you. That's
Yeah.
the horror movie.
In the dark.
Yeah. I remember sitting there like under a car or in a bush and like watching people walk down the street that were looking for everyone. And we were just like, shut the fuck up. And there's always some idiot that tries to hide with you. And they're like, and I'm like, don't get the fuck out of here. Like, and like, I remember, hopping fences, but I had a neighbor once on my corner who these neighbors were hilarious. They were like straight out of a sitcom, like out of like Brooklyn or Queens. They were amazing. And we were running through his yard and he was fine with it. Like he actually sat in his yard and people
Watching
ran
you
through it.
guys?
He was in his yard. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. And like, we were just like jetting straight through because a lot of houses in Wilson Park didn't have fences at the time. They were only allowed to have 3-foot bushes. And my
So you
dad
could just bust through.
but when my dad moved in, he was like, fuck that. He put a 6-foot fence, 6-foot fence up.
I love it.
Of course he did.
You think
Yeah.
you're
People
running
like,
through
oh,
the
shit,
bush,
I
you
used to
just
be-
fucking hit the fence.
He's like, I
I
don't
love
give a
it.
shit. Fuck this. I'm going to put a fucking huge fence up.
I love it,
yeah,
dude.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
That
game
would be a
doesn't
good
exist.
premise of like a movie where like a serial killer goes and like during a manhunt game, you're just like killing people off.
Oh yeah.
That'd be.
Good horror
I'd watch that movie.
Well, remember we all played as adults at once.
We did.
Yeah.
And then again, I think people just got bored. Like we just stopped playing. It was just like, okay, game's over.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we were
Let's
like,
just go to the diner and smoke
yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah, exactly. We went to Dunkin' Donuts at that time.
Or Dunkin' Donuts.
God.
We're like,
I was
I
thinking-
can't breathe anymore. I just ran down the block.
Yeah.
I remember I was
Like,
thinking
the
about
border
that
is
the
one
other
block
day.
now.
Like smoking cigarettes in the diner, being like, was there a smoking
yeah.
section or it was just like just smoke here?
At that
Like,
time,
it's-
then I don't think they gave a
They
shit.
Like
had
in
a
Wilson
section,
Park.
but it
Especially Wilson Park. Yeah, they didn't give a shit.
I
There,
love
dude.
how
Just
there was a
smoke everywhere.
section as if like if you were in the
That makes a
non-smoking,
difference.
you
The
didn't
smoke
smell
knew
it.
not to go over there. The smoke knew not to go over there.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
stay away
not
from
like they
them.
had like a fan put up, like or an exhaust to put
No.
up or the smoking section.
Oh
I
my
just
god.
distinctly remember bowls of Fruit Loops. That was synonymous with an ashtray. Like I know I was gonna eat that.
Yeah,
Who got Fruit Loops at the diner?
They would. He's like, oh, get a bowl of cereal so I can ash.
I'll never forget Mike though at the Mineola diner at the Jericho diner.
Yeah.
It was when they first banned smoking, and we were so drunk. And Mike lights a cigarette. We're like, "Bro, you can't smoke in here." And he goes, "Oh, what? Fucking smoke in here?" And then the waiter came over. He's like, "Sir, you can't smoke in here." And he goes, he takes a drag of the cigarette. He goes, he's like, "Yeah." All right, and he threw it in his food. And I'm like, "You the asshole!" It's just like, psst. The waiter's like, "Okay."
I love diners.
Oh, dude.
Those
I miss
definitely
diners.
There's
Don't talk
one.
just
He,
about
there's,
diners.
diners are not. It's not a big thing here in LA. There's one that's open till like a restaurant that's open till about 2-3 in the morning. Everything else closes down about like 9 o'clock on the weekday.
That's horrible.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible.
You need
Yeah.
late food.
You do.
Yeah, there's no real late food here. In Koreatown, there is.
Denny's.
All right.
They don't
It's
sleep.
Koreans. No, well. No, it's Jesus Christ, Jeremy. You fucking racist.
I said
He's
Denny's.
in Korea. He said in Koreatown there is, and I thought you said Chinese.
He
He said Denny's. I thought you said
Denny's.
Chinese. All right, cut that part.
Dan,
Just that part.
keep this whole section out. Dan's never releasing this episode.
No.
No, this
No, this
episode's
is
getting
You have to
released.
pay.
I'll
You have to
clean it up.
pay. You have to pay for this one. This is on the Patreon.
This is on the
Tip us
Patreon.
on
Yeah, our
OnlyFans
Patreon. We
for
don't
this
have
one.
a Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Any
in the
other topics
OnlyFans.
or questions or anything else?
We should rate terrible liquors that we drank in our teens and 20s.
Aftershock,
So, like-
Rumplemans.
Well, I'm going to say this: when
Black
we
House.
finally get paid for this, and we can
Aftershock
do-
always reminds me of Mike.
Oh,
Yo,
Oh.
that's how you got your fucking nickname, bro. You took like 10 shots. You're like, I'm the
Oh.
fucking bear.
oh,
Yeah. me and Mike
Joe
drank
G's
that
back.
Remember
bottle.
Black House?
Yeah.
oh.
Oh,
I have a
Oh,
so
11
bad.
shots I had one
okay.
time.
I remember. Okay,
Ugh.
so
Viscous.
I drank.
Our logo looks like Black House's logo.
Yes, I can't even. I'm smelling it in my nose right now, and I want to throw up.
And me too.
But,
I'm just,
like-
I'm just thinking about.
The there was one day, I don't know why, and I'm gonna bleep all the names out of this one, but to tell the story, I need the names.
Oh, okay. We know where it's going.
We decided that like we could buy a bottle of Black House with our fake IDs at this one liquor store, and we bought it. We went into garage.
Beep,
It was me.
beep, beep.
God.
And maybe someone else. And we just kept doing shots of Black House.
Oh.
No plan.
Yeah.
Someone nearly killed himself on the stairs?
Oh, that was a different night.
That was at, that was
Oh,
at,
at
that was
Dave's?
with
When we were
No, that was
playing,
at
when we
No.
were gambling.
That was at house
with
There
we
was
were doing
one
shots.
fell
down a
the
whole
stairs.
flight of steps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Kevin didn't
Do
touch
you remember
a
when
single
he fell
step.
down the stairs at when
Yes.
we were playing dice?
And he just popped back up.
Yeah. And he just
Same thing at pop right back up.
Yeah, that's where I
He didn't
slept
hit
halfway
a
out the
step.
door that night.
Fucking Gumby.
Yeah. That's where I had to ask some random girl Mike's prom date to the prom, and then that was a debacle. But like,
Anyway, so what
as some
happened in
kid
the
gets
actual
thrown
story?
down a flight of steps. Dude, hanging out with us must have been horrifying
Horrible.
for people.
I mean,
Oh yeah,
It was
they're like,
for
who
me
are these
often enough.
assholes?
it
Yeah.
was for me, but
I was terrified.
Yo, remember that time we were playing dice, and I remember the girls were like, I think Dan, you lost a lot of money because we were like,
oh, we were playing poker at Mike's.
we were doing something, and the girls were like, you got to give his money back, and he's like, we're like,
That's not how it
why?
works.
He's
Yeah.
like, well, he's your friend.
I was
I'm
just
like,
pissed because I lost it.
I'm like, yeah. We
Yeah.
didn't force him to fucking
And now
gamble.
this
Like,
money is
this what
mine.
happened.
That's why
I
we're
won
playing.
some of it back because we played some dice, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I remember that. Everyone's
Yeah.
like, "You got it."
I got yelled at, and I was like, guys, it has nothing to do with friends right now.
No, we
were
got
betting.
yelled at a lot.
So what happened with the Black House in?
Okay,
Kevin's
so we
house in
drank a
Toronto?
whole bottle, and
Oh,
then there was a
Jesus.
bag of pretzels, and there was all the
Okay.
salt at the bottom of the bag.
Oh, God.
And
Oh, God.
I think took the
Mm.
bag and just shot the salt down throat. He just poured the whole thing down his throat, and he almost like fucking threw up everywhere because it was just all the salt and crumbs. And we had just finished this bottle, and I was like, "What are you doing?" It
How
was
did he-
horrifying.
You're not a
And then I don't know what we
Southern-
did after that. Probably went to the diner
No,
because
you
it was no
probably-
plan.
For more
dude,
salt.
Black House is way
Yeah, we went to the
blackout.
diner and smoked cigarettes.
There you go. It sounds about right. I mean, that
Dude,
sounds like
remember
salt.
Chili Willy's?
sign me up.
Oh,
Chili
I don't
Willy's?
know how you did that, Mike.
Wasn't that your the Fear Factor audition video?
That was.
Our life was Fear Factor.
That was at your house, Manny.
Yes, it
Yes,
was
it
in the garage, in the basement, the other
Basement.
where the washing machine was.
Yeah.
In the storage room.
Remember
of
that
Doom.
there was like a beer stand forever because we were using the
super
super
soaker.
soaker.
Shotgunning.
We filled it and like moved out of the way, and it
Oh.
just like,
Sleep.
So much editing in this episode.
Beer,
No.
ice cold beer from a super soaker. I'm
Yeah.
surprised we don't have holes in our esophagus.
I remember that thing
You
shot
probably
down. It
do.
hit my stomach and come back up. I didn't even get to
Oh.
drink.
yeah. Now they have that. They have like
Yeah.
guns. to
Oh, the
shoot beer
actual
all the
shotgun,
time.
yeah.
All the
Yeah.
things we
Kid-
did, they make money off of now.
I saw
we
one.
fucked
It's a
up.
shotgun, and it's like you pass it around, you twist the dial, and you don't if you like it pierces. You have to do the shotgun.
Oh, it's like a
So you just like
Oh.
it's like
Oh, it's like a
hot potato.
game too. All
Yeah,
right.
it's a game also. Yeah,
Interesting.
Dude, no, all the liquor.
Mike, we
like-
should have came up with that beer pong game. Remember that?
Dude, the kid.
I
the
went to that
kid-
meeting.
I know a kid that started the cups. That sold the cups, not the board, the cups. He's making a fortune right now.
Have you
Crazy.
seen this other beer pong table now? It's like if you don't like to drink, all the cups are mini bongs now.
Oh my god!
That I didn't see.
Wow.
Have you seen these nowadays though? They don't put actual beer in the cups and they have a beer on the side because it's
Yes,
really dirty
Billy.
to drink out of the cups.
So, Bill, there
been
was
a thing for a
there-
while.
a couple like a year or two ago. My niece's 21st. We're like, oh, we're gonna play beer pong. Finally,
Yeah.
we're going, and I start pouring the beer in the cups. I'm like, no, we don't do that. You hold the beer. So I'm watching them, and then my niece is like, oh, I stay on for like 10 rounds. I'm like, I'm watching.
Yeah,
I'm
You
like,
shouldn't
yeah,
be
that's
able to walk
because
then.
that's because
one beer.
You haven't been
you guys
drinking.
are just sipping and you're not chugging what you need to. I'm like, you couldn't move to the next round until
defeats the
you
whole purpose of
finish
finish
the
the
whole
beer.
thing. So
Yeah.
you can't start another round if you even if you're winning or losing. Like
No, even if you
Really
get two in the
finish
same
it.
cup, you finish everything.
and it's
fucking all of
dirty,
it.
it's gross.
Yeah,
You know,
But that's
Yeah.
why we all have good
Dirt.
immunity nowadays. That's what I tell myself at least.
I actually
like
was like,
you know,
I actually wanted to do like a beer Olympics with them and be like, it has to be millennial rules
Dude.
Go
the way,
one
and,
round.
like
Like,
real
just
fucking
round.
way.
and
One
just
round.
see.
You
They don't even know what asshole is.
We need to
Ugh.
play that game somehow
Bro,
Yes,
I
for this
actually
podcast.
forgot all the rules, and then
Yeah.
one
The
day,
only person that knows the rules is
so one day she told me, and I kind of remembered them, and it started coming back because you have to you have to start playing it and be like, oh yeah, flying socials and
Yep.
four of a kind and
I
whatever.
will die during that game.
Kings is
I have
another
not
good one too.
That
Kings
was
is
a
good.
great game.
With the
Yeah.
cup
I
in
have
the
not
middle.
drank
Yep.
like
Yeah.
that.
Times we play that at house.
Oh yeah, and
Oh.
like someone's got some like a
Circle
fucking
of
Mike's
Death.
Hard Lemonade, and you put it in, and you're like, oh, now
Oh.
you got to drink that nasty
Oh.
cup. Like, yeah.
How about the Circle of Death? Remember that?
Oh,
Yes.
Yep.
That game was terrifying.
I don't know.
That game
Yeah, it's called Circle of Death.
that was so stupid. But like I think about that. I'm like, oh, those would be good live episodes. Like if we get paid for this.
Oh hell yeah, that would be fun. And then the liquor one
I'll be
too.
done
like you
after
said, the
like
Black
4.
House and shit.
Yeah, I don't think I could last that long because I said to you guys on text once, I was like, the other day I had a Guinness and I walked out of this faculty party. And I was like, I'm kind of feeling that Guinness. Like, I'm like, this is not good.
Dude, you know what we need to do if they still make it, if we do the live one, is get the bottle of Aftershock and break it open and try and eat the rock candy.
We did that. We ate the glass.
You eat glass. Exactly.
No, but Mike, that's the best story.
When you did that.
Because we told the story, Mike, about what happened. We ended up getting pulled over.
Yes.
And you were telling the cop, I ain't drink. I'm not drunk. And the cop's like, oh my God. Like he
was driving. We got pulled over in front of my house.
Yeah. He was trying to get his license, his registration out of the glove compartment. You wouldn't move your legs.
He's like, where do you live? I'm like, right there. in front of my house.
Didn't you literally give him what seems to be the opposite problem?
Oh my God. Yeah. No, yeah, people were terrified.
I just need him out of my car, please. The cop was cool. He's like, all right, get him out of the car.
Yeah.
Just bring him inside.
Who was driving him?
Terrifying.
Fucking great.
You know who was driving him?
Oh.
No.
Oh.
What?
The other guy who's worse than him.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, I remember
Anyway.
party. We got pulled over, me and then someone else. We both all got pulled over all at the same time, going back to house for a party that he was having. Where I burned my wrist.
The scavenger hunt.
Dude, the scavenger hunt, everybody got pulled over because the list got released. I was because we took too long to get like different whatever. Our team was like a last minute thing, and then we heard about that and we like bailed. We were like, we're not going to that house. And
we had steal the mailbox, which was interesting.
Just crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, he actually did it.
I don't know if it was that another night, but at house, I stole every street sign in like a 3-block radius around his house. And he woke up the next morning. He's like, why are there 12 street signs?
I was there. And then we were like, because he was leaving and he was going to school or something. And he's like, what the fuck? What am I going to do with all these street signs?
Put him in the street.
He was
found out all you needed was an
I don't know
Allen
if this
key.
episode should be released because we're just telling things that we
Criminal
did.
acts.
This is what
Then
we
we
do.
killed that guy.
Statute of
Statute of
limitations.
limitations on that.
This is,
somewhere.
let me just say this. I really think this episode is about, we need Gen X to be able to understand something. They just skip over us and think like it's Gen X and then, these Gen Z people. It's like, bro, we had to put up with you.
With
And
the
we're
early
just as
millennials,
fucked
bro.
up. And we had
The
to
early
deal.
millennials are just as fucked up. Agreed.
Yeah.
And Gen
Agreed.
X thinks that like, they do this thing where it's like, oh, these Gen Zers, like you gave birth to them.
Yeah.
Those are your
Fucking
kids.
idiots.
You created that. Okay.
You raise him, jackass.
Exactly, man.
Well, this episode will come
Speaking
out. I'll do some.
Speaking of jackass, that's a 3D movie worth watching.
Oh, I gotta watch the
Jackass is
last
a good
one.
movie.
It's good.
Last one.
I like the first one where he shits in the toilet in the hardware store. It's fucking hilarious.
I like when they there was George Carlin or something said like you'll never see somebody shitting their pants while they're sprinting. So they took all these laxatives and they're racing. But then I recently saw a lady who was running and she's about to win a race. And
she's
she
like, "Don't
tells
film
the
me."
camera guy. She's like, don't film me. I just shit my pants.
Carlin obviously wasn't familiar with competitive marathoners.
That's why I don't run marathons.
Let me run
Oh, that's why- that's the only reason.
26.2 miles with shit in my pants.
Like imagine how chafed you'd be afterwards. Just shit
Dude,
in your
imagine
pants. Like,
no, like no
I would quit.
She's winning. No, she's winning because nobody
At that
wants to
point-
stand
No one,
next
you
to
don't
her.
win then. There's no winning there. Like you lost. Like
At that point,
you
you're committed. You're committed.
Oh my god.
Imagine the
motivation to
person
get
has
to the
put
end.
their that medal on that person. They'd have to hose them down. They just be,
You just throw it at her.
The best is when she
You
looks over.
stink
she
of
goes-
shit.
She's like, don't. I just shit my pants.
There's a horrible account on Instagram. It's just people farting, but like too hard. And it's just like, why is social media like this?
Yes.
That's it.
Oh my-
People forcing this out. What is wrong?
I like
There's
when
probably
it's
someone
the,
that has an OnlyFans page dedicated to sharts. I'm sure there is.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sure there is. Dude, there's a page now. It's called Sniffer. So, like, yes, there's definitely.
Why?
Call me old fashioned. I just like when they would catch people's farts on a thermal camera in the good old days.
When you see it flow.
How much
Some
time do
stranger to
people
bust-
have? I don't understand.
Way too much,
Well,
bro.
Well,
Way
we
not
have
too
everybody
much.
works
time to
4
talk
jobs
about
for fun.
shit.
I've been on this podcast for 4 hours almost, right?
He's like, and I
We have
shit
so
my
much
pants 3
time.
hours ago.
I finished
Exactly.
my whole outdoor
Smells
thing.
terrible over here.
This is
Good God.
world class
Jesus
entertainment.
Christ.
Let's wrap this up.
Always. Yep.
I gotta go to bed soon.
Yeah.
I'm sweating.
And
To wrap it up, music is playing Pico. Is that what I'm hearing?
all right, so we're gonna end with this because I'm gonna end it like a traditional thing.
All right, go
I
ahead.
think we've asked you guys this, but we're gonna do it again.
Dan's like, please fucking finish.
Mike, Rockies from your
Oh,
favorite to the worst, but only all the Rockies, no Creed, including Balboa.
Dude, I don't think I even saw Balboa.
All right, so,
I
but
didn't
you've
even
seen
go
up
five.
to Rocky
You've
Five.
seen him
right?
up to Rocky 5, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, so do that.
Rank your favorite to the
Top
least.
is Rocky 4.
yes.
That's my top.
Uh-huh.
Number 1 would be 2, with my second choice.
Okay.
Yep.
3 would be my third choice. And then was it the fourth one? Fourth would be 4.
No,
You
no,
have
you
fourth
already
is
said
number one.
fourth
You
was
said-
one.
I mean,
You have
Fifth-
2 and 5
Fifth,
left.
2 and 5.
5 would be
4,
number
1.
4, and then and
4
then,
and 3, 5, 2.
yeah.
So
thank-
5-2.
Ah,
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
wow.
So
I was
5.
waiting
You
until the
like
5.
5 better than Rocky 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Dude,
4,
Rocky
1,
know
3,
is boring as shit.
I'm
Rocky 2 is
not
too
mad
long.
at that.
Yeah,
I'm not mad
no,
at that because
I ain't mad at that either.
No, it's
because
not a
Rocky
terrible
2
take.
again, I always say it. I have to watch Rocky fucking read to Adrian for like fucking
Yeah.
half an
Yeah,
hour. That's
5 for me.
respectable. I like that, Mike.
It's yeah. I might go 4, 4, 1, 3, 5, 2. But the problem with me for Rocky 5, other than Tommy Gunn, was you replaced the Bill Conti inspirational music that makes you want to fly and fight with some sort of weird 90s white guy hip hop, which just didn't quite, heighten the tension the same way that it did in earlier
So-
films.
You didn't see Balboa either?
I saw Rocky Balboa.
So
Did you
where,
like
where,
that?
where are you
Yes.
putting that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was out of bounds with the Creeds. No, you
No,
gotta
that's
Balboa?
Rocky.
No,
No,
that's the
that's
part.
him.
Mike didn't see it, so he couldn't.
How
say
did you
anything
not
about it.
see it, Mike? You were at Billy's house when we watched it, probably in Astoria.
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
Maybe you were too
Uh,
drunk.
Rocky Balboa was a successful
Entirely
legacy
possible. It may have
sequel.
been after the beer garden.
Mm.
Whoever the writer is that came up with the opponent named Mason the Lion Dixon should clearly have a trophy on his mantle.
Stallone.
Well, okay.
He's got one.
Yeah,
Called an Oscar.
Yeah. I don't think it was.
Picture one.
I'm going to go ahead and say that one didn't come from him. I don't think did he produce Rocky? Okay, now we're getting into
Rocky
esoteric.
1? Rocky
he
1, he
directed
wrote
him-
Rocky 1.
he wrote
He wrote it.
He wrote and
Didn't direct it. It was directed by John G. Appleton.
no, he wrote it.
Oh, fuck.
he wrote it. He absolutely wrote
And
it.
it won Best Film that year, right?
Johnny
No.
Appleseed
Yes.
directed it.
It
Best
did.
picture.
Johnny
Yeah.
Appleseed.
Okay, so where are you putting Balboa, Jeremy?
I think I put Balboa ahead of 2, so it maybe ahead of 5 even.
So 4, 1, 3, 6, 5, 2.
413652. Yeah,
all right.
Sounds like a nice phone number.
sounds like part of them. Yeah, just call me 413652. Don't worry about
All
it.
right.
You'll figure it out.
Figure out the
Interesting.
last one.
I think mine's like 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 6, 2, 5.
That's what mine is. Yep.
Mine's
No, mine's
4.
1, 4, 3. I'm sorry, 1, 4, 3,
That's it.
6, 2,
I'm
5.
the other
Mine's-
one you said. 413625.
I think
But
mine was 4-3-1.
4, 3, 1.
Yeah,
Dan,
I'm
I
okay.
think
with
three's
that.
good, man.
I'm not
Three's
saying
good.
it's not.
Thunderlip.
There's so much that happens in 3.
Yeah.
We lose Mickey. He's got to
Yeah.
come back.
Mr.
Training,
T
he
propositions
loses.
his wife.
Yeah.
Dan,
Come on.
you're only saying that because you're afraid to badmouth Russia in our current political climates.
I just said 4, number 1.
I said
I
Dan
said
had,
Dan.
number-
Car
had
drives
number 1.
you.
I mean,
Dan
look, I mean,
saying that.
it's
Dude, Rocky saved the Cold
definitely
War.
did.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he did.
If I could change, you could
You
change.
can change.
We all,
We all
Absolutely.
could change.
they
Well-
should make it Rocky 7.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on my neck.
On that note, everyone, I don't know what the title of this episode is. I don't understand what happened.
Bullshit.
I hope you enjoyed
The
it.
doorbell.
This is what the doorbell. This
Just
is
call
what
it
our
ring and run.
ring and run. Yeah, ring and run.
That's a good one, Manny.
But join us in the next episode. I'm exhausted, and thanks to Mike and Jeremy for coming by. And
See you,
we'll
boys.
see you all in the next episode.
Jeremy, happy birthday.
Oh, and happy
Hey.
birthday to Jeremy. That's
Happy
right.
birthday, Doug.
Hey,
He is
we're
already
on 9 minutes
it's
early.
10 minutes.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
We almost
There we
made
go.
it.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
waiting.
not sticking around.
He's like, I'm not.
I'm not staying.
I wanted to be in bed 2 hours ago.
I say that every time we record.
Dude, you know what?
That's not
Get
true
fucked.
because I'm going to go stand up
Sleep
and go
when
watch
you're dead.
Monday Night Raw. So it's
You're
fine.
gonna stand and watch it.
I'm going to stand up and go sit down and watch it.
There you go. There you go.
All right,
In that
everyone.
order.
Peace.
All right, boys.
Atta boys.
Love you guys. See y'all soon.
Share this episode with your friends. Subscribe and follow the Nostalgia Test podcast on YouTube, Substack, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Send us your episode ideas and comments, or book us for podcasts and events at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Come hang out with us next week, because you never know what pop culture will pop up on the Nostalgia Test.